And well, as we mentioned, Pope Benedict XVI has touched down in Turkey, the Pope's first visit ever to a Muslim country. It has now been 2 months since he quoted a 14th century scholar who characterized any lure of violence in Islam as evil and inhuman. It set off a firestorm. Will this trip heal, or will it make matters worse? So, well, joining me to talk about all this is television and talk radio host Glenn Beck, who has said that it's time for the rest of the world to stop buckling to the pressure of radical Islam. And also joining us is Imam Faisal Abdul Rauf, who's an Islamic leader in the U.S. working to promote understanding between Muslim and other communities. Just returned from Turkey on Sunday. Good to have you both with us. All right, let me turn to Glenn Beck, because the Imam Rauf has said this is a group of people. This is not him. This is not all of Islam. This is just a group of people.
Sure. I believe it's a small portion of Islam that is acting in these ways, but I believe that it is important for all of us to look evil in the eye and crush it. We need to call it by its name, and radicalized Islam is evil. They're hijacking a beautiful religion, and they need to be stopped.
And you don't think there's enough of a reaction from other Islam?
I think the entire world is in denial. I believe there is a cancer that is radicalized Islam, and it must be cut out, or it's going to kill all of us, including the good Muslims, and that is the vast majority of Islam.
So let me ask about this. I mean, it's one thing to say that, you know, that we should have everybody should settle down and have a conversation and isolate the intensely overwrought.
No, I didn't say isolate. Destroy.
Destroy.
There is go ahead.
But if the argument back is it's perceived by them, the U.S. is occupying an Islamic country, and that there is this history of feeling encroached upon. What do you do about that politically?
I think we need to look at the people that we're really dealing with here. And if you look to the people in Iran, for instance, President Ahmadinejad, he has an apocalyptic view. To say that it is all about politics is, I believe, misguided. There is a lot of politics throughout the world that is involved in this, but there is also the apocalyptic view of bringing back the 12th Imam and washing and cleansing the earth in blood. These are very, very dangerous people.
You've said you actually think this is bringing us to the brink of World War III. That's exactly where we stand this morning.
Yeah, I believe it's Germany 1938, and the world is in denial because people do not want to think insane thoughts. Well, our adversaries are thinking insane thoughts, and if we don't act now, we're going to repeat the exact mistakes that we made in 1938.
But act, all of us collectively, to
crush the enemy
Crush how?
I think you need to go in, and if for instance, al-Sadr, why that man is still walking among us is beyond me. It was through our political correctness of trying to be peacemakers, and I understand that, and that's great. But if the man was hiding out in a mosque, you've got to kill him in a mosque. And I know that's politically incorrect, but you've got to target the enemy and call him by name.